A woman had just boarded the plane when she noticed something strange. This was the only flight departing today. Despite the spacious cabin, there were only a few passengers on board. As soon as she sat down, the overhead light above her started flickering. The man sitting next to her reassured her, saying it was normal. After the engine started, Laura heard a strange noise coming from above her head, but the man beside her showed no reaction at all. The sound echoed continuously. Feeling panicked, Laura ran to the restroom and splashed cold water on her face, trying to calm herself down. At that moment, a familiar voice sounded outside the door. It was like hearing her mother calling her back to childhood. She opened the door and found herself still on the plane, but everything around her felt terrifyingly real. The plane had taken off and was flying smoothly through the night sky. Outside the window, a red light kept flashing repeatedly. On the window, a black handprint appeared, as if trying to pull the plane down. Laura dreamed that when she was little, her mother made her favorite soup. Just as she took a sip, the reflection of her mother in the mirror became horrifying. Her body twisted, revealing a terrifying face. Laura suddenly woke up, relieved it was only a dream. At that moment, the plane hit turbulence and shook violently. An elderly man in the back suddenly had a heart attack, and Laura rushed to help him. The man's eyes suddenly opened. He grabbed her collar and started chanting strange spells. Frightened, Laura stepped back. Then the man collapsed on the floor, convulsing uncontrollably. It seemed like only Laura could see what had just happened. Suddenly, a dark shadow appeared from the back seat. Before Laura could get a clear look, the man died. Everyone on the plane was terrified by the recent events. The flight attendants struggled to maintain order. While the mother was helping the man, her daughter finished a drawing. She had drawn the plane, showing herself and her mother sitting in row 19. Her mother said, "That's not our seat." But the daughter replied, "I think that spot is great." The flight attendant then announced that due to weather conditions, the plane would land at a nearby emergency airport. Laura's expression grew tense upon hearing this, because the airport they were about to land at was the same one where a crash had happened 20 years ago. At that moment, an elderly woman in the back slowly got up and walked toward the restroom. Laura felt uneasy and quietly followed her. When she opened the restroom door, it was completely empty. The flight attendant's attitude became even more puzzling. They showed no concern over the missing elderly woman, and simply told Laura to return to her seat immediately. Suddenly, the dead elderly man opened his eyes and reached out toward Laura. Terrified, she fell back onto her seat. Countless black hands pressed down on her. Then she saw the seat number. It was row 19.